Hey guys, this is my name's Jesus, uh, and today I'll be presenting my final project or website on Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451. This project basically combines my final paper, my notes, my research into a website that explores how Bradbury uses symbolism to critique obedience and inspire renewal, I think. My central argument is basically that Bradbury's symbols, fire, books, mirrors, and the mechanical hound, like they basically move from instruments of destruction to catalysts of rebirth, basically. They show us that true resistance requires memory, like feelings and like self-reflection. But I want to show you like this homepage, you can see the navigation menu, where like this is the intro, obviously. We got the second fire symbol, book is memory, mechanical hound. Each one like just basically shows the amount of knowledge and notes I've taken for like my final paper and everything else. Um, but like I wanted to talk about how like the symbols, like I basically wrote this whole website and my final paper basically on like the symbolism for Bradbury's writing. And I wanted to get started with the first symbol, which is the fire. Like let's start with fire. In the novel, fire begins as like basically destruction in a sort of way. Like firemen burn books, homes, and like Montauk even says it's like it was a pleasure to burn. Like this reflection like blinds obedience to state power. Like, but later fire transforms the campfire of like the book people, sustains warmth and community, and like Bradbury invokes like the Phoenix myth, like destruction followed by rebirth. But like it adds memory to the ethical difference of like what he was thinking. Um, So basically, like he was saying, fire is not inherently evil. It depends on how humans choose to use it. But if we go to the next one, books as memory, Bradbury portrays books as like living vessels of identity and cultural memory, but destroying them erases not only like knowledge, but individuality itself. Montague's awakening shows how books preserve depth and meaning, while Mildred's obsession with the parlor walls shows shallow distraction. The book people at the end of the novels preserve text through memory, but proving that resistance can serve even when paper burns. So like I wanted to include this picture. It's basically from like the Nazis. Like books cannot be killed by fire. I just thought the picture like has a good resemblance to like his book and everything. But that was just me. I just like the picture. So if we go to the next one, Mechanical Hound. The hound symbolizes technology without morality. It hunts basically, but by like chemical signature, obeys without judgment, and terrifies dissenters. This this page was gonna include a video, but it said the video didn't let me put it on a website, so sorry about that. But the Hound basically warns us that like when society outsources judgment to machines, empathy erodes and ethics become algorithms. It's a chilling reminder that technology must be guided by conscious. That's just um basically it for this one. The next one. Ranger calls to build a mirror factory is one of the most powerful symbols in the novel, in my opinion. It just hit me. Like mirrors don't destroy or preserve, they reveal to like people's mind, like mind and like body connection. But like Bradbury suggests that renewal requires honest self-examination. On this page, the mirror reminds us that resistance begins with individuals willing to confront their own identity. Um, but self-knowledge becomes the foundation, basically, for rebuilding a thoughtful, empathetic good culture. But in the next one, contemporary relevance, like Bradbury's symbols remain urgent, especially today. Like fire represents ideological conformity, books embody cultural memory, the hound parallels moral surveillance, my mirrors call for critical thinking. It's basically just saying, like, in this age of social media, streaming, entertainment, and cancel culture, Bradbury's warnings about distraction and obedience resonate more than ever. I included this video at the bottom. It was like, it just shows, like, even on a more, like, this shows how people, like, see the book even more. And, like, they explain it way better, in my opinion, than what I have here. This next one is about a poll. I made a poll because I made a interactive thing. It basically says, do you think modern surveillance, like facial recognition or online tracking, um, resembles Bradbury's Mechanical Hound? Uh, it says yes, very much, somewhat, not at all. I could show you that you can just go onto it and then you can vote and everything. So it's very interactive. But yeah, I added that. And then my next one's just a little about me. I had it glued on the website. I'll read it off. Uh, Basically saying my name, that I'm a student exploring literature and its relevance to modern society. I chose to analyze symbolism in Fahrenheit 451 because Bradbury's warnings about obedience and technology remain urgent today. This project combines academic research with creative media to show how symbols can illuminate paths towards resilience and renewal. And then the next one is basically the works cited page. Um, all of my sources, including peer-reviewed articles, credible guides, and the novel itself, are documented in MLA format. I've also cited all images, videos, and interactive tools used on this website. Like you asked, this demonstrates academic integrity and connects the website directly to my final paper. You're welcome. And then, in conclusion, I wanted to say that Bradbury's symbols in Fahrenheit 451 basically remind us that resistance lies not in violence but in memory. Leading on to that, fire shifts from destruction to warmth, books preserve identity, the hound warns against dehumanizing technology, and mirrors call for self-reflection. Together, basically, these symbols argue that renewal requires us to remember, to empathize, and to reflect. But thank you. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope I did it well. Hope I didn't read off too much from what I wrote, but thank you. That was not